What's up, good people? How y'all doing? Y'all here already. I see y'all here. Man, it's happening. It's happening. The question is it really happening? Is it buy the news, sell the rumor? Or what's really going on? What's really going on? Hey, I'm gonna answer a few questions and say hey to you guys in a minute. Let's get right into it. Hey, for those of you that don't know, my name is Stock Up with Larry Jones. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Please do that for me. Hey, thank you. All right. Hey. Hello, Tim's channel. What's up? Yep, like that. What's up, brother? What's happening? All right, let's get right into it. Man, the spammers, man, they hammering me, boy. All right, so Bitcoin is going crazy. I just made a video a little while ago and where we looked at the crypto bubble and it was all red. But look at what happens. Look at what happens. Yes, somebody sip on the coffee cup. I love that. Whoever, where's that at? Yes, sir. And give me my body back when you finish. All right, so look at that, good people. All of this green. What's going on? All right, let's listen to Cathie Wood for a second right in here.
As soon as this week, we'll see. There's 13 applicants for Bitcoin ETFs. First in line, Cathie Wood from ARK Invest. Cathie joins us now. Great to see you, Cathie. You know,
Great
Cathie,
to see
you were around. It was the Winklevoss twins who filed for the first Bitcoin ETF. It was 2013, as I recall, and I think it took until 2017 for the SEC to reject that application along with all the...
Now, you guys know who the Winklevoss twins are, right? Those are the two guys that actually started Facebook, remember? And then the now CEO of Facebook stole it from them, all right? These are the Winklevoss twins. These guys came from money. They know how to make money. Remember, they started Facebook and he stole it, right? The kid that runs it now, I'm not gonna call his name, he stole it. These are the same guys that filed for the spot ETF. Let's continue to listen.
Do you believe your application will be approved? And why do you think so? And what kind of negotiations have been in with the SEC about this? Give us a sense of where we are.
Sure. Well, we do think the probability is very high that that Bitcoin ETFs will be approved this week. And the reason, as we've been saying, is, the SEC actually, after, denying a number of times, started asking questions, very good questions, very detailed questions, very technical questions. So I think they've asked all the questions they need answered, and I think most of us have probably been a part of that process.
So let's assume the SEC approves your application. What kind of impact would a Bitcoin ETF have? I mean, we've all noticed this run-up in Bitcoin ever since BlackRock announced their interest from 30,000 to over 40,000. All of this is anticipation of a spot Bitcoin ETF. Could this be a sell on the news event? What happens from here? Let's assume this is approved.
Could this be a sell the news event? What he's saying is, could this be a buy the rumor, sell the news event? This is what I've been talking about, right? So he has to ask these questions because I want you guys to be informed. I want you to make the best decision for you, okay? Now, what he's saying is this going to run up? And then when it's approved, if it gets approved, will there be massive profit taking, right? No one knows, but we got to talk about this. Let's go back.
Sure. I think so many people are expecting now a sell on the news that we might not have a sell on the news because, once you hear that enough, the positioning's already taking place. So who knows? It's a very short term. All we know is with our 5-year investment time horizon, we think the flows into this new asset class especially institutional flows, but also retail flows. Retail has led the charge, of course, that they're going to be quite substantial. And it won't take much of an allocation by institutions into Bitcoin to drive what is becoming a scarce asset.
That's okay. So she's saying, remember, 5-year period. That's where I am, right? So I was overexposed, right? If you look, and we're going to get to the Bitcoin miners in a minute. If you look at where I sold at is right where it is now, even with the run up today. So I'm good. The truth is I'd rather take the profit then. This is me. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. And at this period, I'm not getting back into the crypto miners because I still believe that they're going to cool off before the halving. Now, this is one catalyst. This spot Bitcoin ETF is one catalyst. But for the overall crypto, remember, we're in a cycle, right? Remember, accumulation, markup, distribution, and then markdown, right? You see how you can make money. So far, we've been winning, right? I have a lot of crypto and I was overweight crypto. So what I decided to do when my stop loss is triggered, I'm not getting back in. And if I did, I'm going to show you exactly where I would be getting back in. Let's further listen, all right?
Much higher.
You recently reportedly sold Coinbase stock. This is usually considered a proxy for Bitcoin. So what are your thoughts on Bitcoin now? What kind of, flesh out your ideas a little bit for us.
So on Coinbase, it was up 400% last year, and we as we do normally, and you've seen us trading around Tesla, now trading around Coinbase. A lot of good news. It became the largest stock in our flagship portfolio. In terms of Bitcoin, we think we've got 3 very big reasons for it to continue to move higher. One, it is digital gold, and gold is a $12 trillion asset. I think Bitcoin might be up to 800 billion right now. So we do think there is some substitution taking place. And the institutional flows, if the allocations were as little as 2.5% to 5%, which is where we think they will end up, you'll see 0.5 and then 1%, you'll see a legging in. That could be the biggest reason for a Bitcoin to go up because, we're at 19.5 million Bitcoin outstanding already. 15 million roughly are in long-term hands. They haven't moved their Bitcoin in more than 155 days. Therefore, we know we're only going to 21 million units ever. So this indeed, from 19.5 to 21 million, is becoming a scarce asset.
So, good people, listen. There's a lot that we can unpack, that we need to unpack right there in what she said. And what she said is, let me make sure that this is not going to play on me again. All right.
We're engaged!
Sorry about that, good people. I knew that was going to happen. Hey, so what she's saying is true. She said 2.5%. Well, I got news. Just 1% from institutions will drive Bitcoin prices up. Just 1%, right? Now, for those of you that haven't taken the class, for those of you that have taken my class, what class, Larry? Stock Up You. What's in that class? A whole chapter on cryptocurrency. Where's the link, Larry? It's the top link below. Thanks for asking. But we know that, like she said, 19.5 million roughly of Bitcoin has been mined, right? So we got 1.5 million to be mined, right? There is only going to be 21 million, period, and that's it. So if 1% goes in, and what she said is correct, people that have Bitcoin now are not trading it, they're just holding it, right? So I bought my average on my biggest position in Bitcoin. Remember, I have a couple, 25K. So if I bought it at 25K, let's see where Bitcoin is right now. right? Let's see where Bitcoin is right now. Let's go back to the crypto bubble. Look at all of this green. Look at Bunk. Remember, it kept going down 10% one day, 12% another day. Right now, Bunk, B-O-N-K, which is a crap coin, is up 15%. But let's just go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is 46.9 as we are speaking. It was 47,000 when we started this. So Bitcoin hit 47,000 per Bitcoin, right? So what she's saying is correct, that if just 1% gets in, it pushes everything up. Now, I'm still going to caution you guys because I like to stay centered. I don't even know what all that stuff means, to be honest with you. But listen, don't be overweight crypto, meaning don't have everything betting on this spot ETF. All right. This is my suggestion for me. So I'm just talking to myself. Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. It's not financial advice, blah, 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 blah. But I want you to think about your portfolio. I want you to look. Are you overweight? FOMO is a killer. Somebody, I pinned a comment. You can't continue to eat without taking a dump. Now, for people that I bought some Bitcoin in another portfolio at 18. I'm going to be taking profit on that, right? Not my other Bitcoin, my full Bitcoins, but I got a little more that I bought at 18. I'm going to be taking profit. Other people are going to be taking profit too. And I'm just saying to you, and you may say, well, why? Because I know what phase we're in, okay? And just like I did with the crypto miners, you guys saw us make enough, you saw me make enough to buy yet another full Bitcoin, right? But just in case, yeah, Cathie Wood said, yeah, we almost there. Just in case, I still don't trust BlackRock. I don't. So I'm going to do my money the way I'm doing it. I want you to do your money the way you're doing it, right? So let's keep it going. Let's look at what else do we have here. Let's listen to this. If we could get this to play, yes, we can.
The price is in the green to kick off the week with the much anticipated decision on spot Bitcoin ETFs just a couple of days away. As of noon Eastern, Bitcoin traded just under $45,000 as the expectation of an imminent approval of at least one spot Bitcoin ETF has propelled the cryptocurrency's price. Ether and Solana climbed more than 1.5%. Crypto-focused stocks were mixed ahead of the SEC's decision, with Coinbase, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, and MicroStrategy all in the red as of noon Eastern. Bitcoin miners Marathon and Riot, however, both rose nearly 1.5%. All right, let's talk about the top stories. Asset managers, including BlackRock, Grayscale, and ARK21 shares, disclosed fees today for their planned spot Bitcoin ETFs as the deadline to approve these investment vehicles approaches. BlackRock set a fee of 0.3%, while VanEck disclosed plans to charge 0.25%, and ARK21 shares lowered its planned fee to 0.25% from 0.8% as competition among participants heats up.
So that's what's going to be, that's the whole deal now, like fees, where we're going to be at. They're positioning themselves, right? And man, there's so much that I need to talk about. Let's just keep going because it's a lot. I don't want to get caught off in a tangent. But when I go on these tangents, is to get you guys to think, right? Like BlackRock, like Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan. What they do to us is just stupid. It's ungodly. It's crazy. What the FUD that they put out there to drive the freaking price down. I shouldn't say freaking. Okay. Let me compress. To drive the price down so these greedy, you know the word, can swoop in. So listen, and I'm going to go to something. I want you guys to stay focused. If he who has the goals controls, all right, somebody type in how that goes. He who has the goals make the rules, right? BlackRock has the money. They got the gold, 10 trillion, right? So let's just say a company like BlackRock, supposedly, allegedly, partners with a bank. Let's say supposedly, allegedly, Jamie Dimon, which they did. And let's say this FUD goes out and they push the price down, right? So just think about this. What happens when that happens? You sell, and a lot of people sell at the top. So it pushes the price down. Just remember, just like in the stock market, 80% of all of these stocks that are bought and sold are by institutions. It's not you and I. So just the sheer volume of them coming in, swooping in at the bottom, just them, the big green candles swooping in and buying, causes now you to have FOMO and to what? Buy it back up. So they put out the FUD, push the price down, they buy it for cheap, you sell at the top, then you come back at the bottom and you lift them up financially. And that happens every day in the stock market, right? I'm just going to keep it to you straight. All right, let's keep it going. All right, so look, Bitcoin right now, look at this, 47, right? I don't know what the bubble was happening, but we're at 47,000 on this Bitcoin. We got ETH up. Look at that. Look at that. 5%. Cardano's up 9%, right? So let's take a look at some of the crypto miners. We covered these on the last video. Marathon up, look at that, 7.5. Riot is up almost 8%. CleanSpark, these are our three biggest by market cap. They are back up. But, and I know somebody's going to come here and say, Larry, do you regret selling? No, because if you look at the week, we're flat. CleanSpark is still down 14%. All right? So no, I'm good. I don't want to be on the train ride. I'm off. All right, let's keep going for now, because I plan on getting back in really, should I say bigly. Now, remember, Cypher. Remember I brought this to you guys to Cypher? Remember I brought you guys the mining Cypher? Since Cypher is up 3%, the warrants are up 6%. Leave me a coffee cup if you saw the warrant lesson in the class. Stock Up You. If you saw the warrant lesson in the class and you're making money from these warrants, leave me a coffee cup, right? All right. So, all right, let's keep it going. So we got a few more here. We got Wolf. Look at this. Look at where Bitfarms is. So there's no rhyme and no reason of which ones run up the most at this point, all right? At this point, because we can clearly see that Bitfarms is the winner. We got TerraRoof. HUD 8 was red and it just came green. And then we got Can is at 8, Bitfarms, right? So let's look at this. Now, I want to talk to you guys about a dark horse that I still think is a dark horse, but it's risky because it was in bankruptcy. You already know. All right. CORZQ, right? Coming out of bankruptcy, could be added back to the NASDAQ, right? Up 7%. CORZQ, ticker symbol CORZQ. All right. CORZQ. Now, they're coming out of bankruptcy. There's a lot of risk with this. It is a penny stock, but if they have a green light, this one could run up in a time period after the spot ETF, during the halving. After the halving happens, keep your eye out on CORZQ. That's when I expect this one to boing, shoot up, skyrocket. That's what I'm looking at, all right? So let's look at some of the big boys in Bitcoin. MicroStrategy is down 5%. Remember I said keep your eye on Grayscale. Grayscale is popping up about 5, and then we got Bitcoin at 7, right? Let's look at that bubble one more time. Look at that green. Look at that green. Now, Bunk is up 18%. It was up 12% earlier when I first started this video. Now it's up 18%. Larry, how do you make money on a coin like Bunk? You buy it when it tanks. You buy it when it's double digits down, when it's 15% down, when it's 20% down. I'll tell you, with these micro coins, I love it when they're 30% down. That's when I come in and scoop, when no one's talking about it. Now remember, Bitcoin, I got big money. You know, major, layer ones. Altcoins, I got little money. Micro coins, I got littler money because they are more volatile and you could lose a lot of money. All right. So, hey, I'm not going to keep this one long. What time is it? 19 minutes. Let's see what y'all talking about here. Let's see. I dumped all my Bitcoin because I couldn't continue not knowing what was going on. Hey, hopefully, there we go. Hopefully you did it in profit. Okay. Hopefully you did it in profit. You bought the class 2 days ago. There you go. There you go. Listen, I want you to go through the entire class. But if you are going to get back into crypto, promise me that you're going to take the entire class, one lesson at a time. I don't care if you consume one at a time. Listen, don't have FOMO on this bump up, okay? There's plenty of time. We got about 3 more months to load up. That's what I see, okay? So you got plenty of time. Don't put your money at risk. Take that course and then make an educated decision, okay? Hey, Cathie, that's right, Cathie. That's my girl, Cathie. Cathie Schumann. Hit that like button, good people. Yes, yes. All right. Yep. Hey, I want us to, you know why I want us to make that money? You know why I get on? I ran home to do this. You know why? BlackRock got $10 trillion that it's managing. 10 trillion with a T. You can't even count that high. How many zeros is that? Right? And we got to understand, I keep talking about the 5% versus the 95%, right? So I can't get the money all by myself. That's why I'm telling y'all, come get this money. Come get it. All right. Anyway, you don't have money to stock up. All right. Yep. We won't be dumb this time. That's right. That's right. That's right. Are you still expecting a strong pullback in the miners? Yes, I am. Believe it or not, I still am. We're going to have I believe we'll have a clearer signal for the crypto miners after the Bitcoin spot ETF is done. All right. Hey, thank you for the super chat. What are your thoughts on Jasmine coin? I'm not talking about the Jasmine coin. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just don't know. I know a lot of people are just talking about the Jasmine coin. It's just not my play. That doesn't mean that it can't skyrocket. I've done zero study into it. So I don't have an answer for you, Trey Cooley. But thank you. Super chat. Jesus coin is rising. Blessings. Lee, is that your plane? Lee, can I have a ride in your plane? The Jasmine coin is rising. Okay. All right. Jesus coin, should I say? Jesus coin. All right. That's right. That's right. You guys know, you guys taking that course, you guys listen, it's there. It's there for you. All right. Just study. Don't have FOMO. You know, don't let this be a buy the rumor, sell the news. All right. You know what? I'm not in mana this time around. Mana seems to run late. Okay, so you know, we killed it with mana last time, but it tends to run late, and I think there's a lot of time left with mana, to be honest with you. All right, Phoenix, do you think crypto will follow the same cycle as the ETF approval? Do you think we will have big drops? Yeah, I do. You know, we got to understand the Wyckoff system, and I want you guys to pull up a Wyckoff system chart. There are some big moves up and then some downs and some ups, some downs. Even in this, there's going to be a stair step up, but I believe, here's my biggest fear with Bitcoin. And yes, the crypto miners will follow. Now, remember, the video I made just before this, I was explaining why crypto miners are different than anything because they're hybrids. They are stock that are tied to crypto. So the actual stock market can be down and the crypto miners can be up, but by a degree, because remember, crypto miners are companies, right? They have balance sheets. But what makes them strong is how energy efficient they operate and how much, to me, how their market cap and how much Bitcoin they hold on their balance sheets and how their hash rate, of course, but how energy efficient it is. And they're tied to crypto. So it's a whole different beast, these crypto miners, right? All I know is I made a lot of money on them. I did. Last cycle in 2020 into 2021, I turned $2,400 into $53,000. You guys have seen that. But the biggest moves in these crypto miners are yet to come. That's why I'm chill right here. I'm personally still out. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Even on the green days, I'm telling you, I didn't get back in. Now, I'm not telling you to sell. I'm just telling you, right? BlackRock sunk money in, so I'll never doubt it. It was coming back. Yeah, I can trust them as far as I can throw them. Thank you, Larry. I'm up. You up 30% on Bunk? Yep. I'm just telling you guys, buy it on the red days, right? David, right? Buy it on the red days when it goes down. Bitcoin up only on 5% on every day. Says on fire. What happens when it drops? Because it hit an all-time. It hit in a 2-year high. That's why it kept having the ceiling and it broke support. So that's why. All right. But you are I got some shit. Hey, listen, I got some shit. But to be honest with you, this time around, I have more Bunk. I will have more Bunk than I have SHIB, right? Just watch the video that Josh and I made, and I explained why. So yeah, I got SHIB, and I got a little Doge. But remember, I was buying SHIB when it was 5 zeros and 6 8. So my SHIB is looking real good today. Thanks for the wisdom. Love your Sunday motivations. Thank you. Blessings. There you are. Being coins beside Bunk, SHIB, and Doge. Not at this time. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them, but I just remember that this one thing. This is for me. You can't. If you chase them all, you're just going to be just catching none. All right. If you chase all, you're going to be catching none. Right. So you just need to say, hey, I'm just going to look at these 5 or these 7, whatever you want to do, and not just try to chase all. Okay. It's like master. It's like, I can do a little of everything, but I master none. Okay. I'm a jack of all trade, but a master of none. All right. BTC is a buy and hold of 23. Well, it all depends on where you bought it at. Like I said, I got some at 25, like 24.90. So let's call it 25K. And I also have some that I bought at 18. So the ones that I bought at 18, I am going to sell. Remember, I have a couple of Bitcoin, so I'm good. Those I'm not selling. But I also bought some in another portfolio just to swing. So never tell everybody this is not one size fit all. I'm going to keep it real. Let's not do this blanket. Let's not do the blanket one size fit all. Never tell anybody never to sell. No, all of that stuff. We've been through that stuff, and not to get on your case. I'm just trying to educate you. We went through all of that. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys in closing. Love you guys for joining me. Listen, look at who's been here through the hard times. I told you guys I'll never leave you guys. We made money in 2022, and 2022 was a brutal year for the stock market. I said I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be with you guys at least until the next bull run, right? So look at the guys that's been here. Look at all of the guys, the cores. Look at the stock squad. Look at Josh, came in blazing, giving y'all fire information. Look at Keenan, Look at my man Chris saying Stock Mode. Look at all of these people, all of these, not just us. Look at all of the guys that's been here through the hard times, right? I guarantee you, not in the next month, but in the next couple of hours, you're going to see all of these novices come out of the woodworks, and they're going to start promising you ridiculous prices because they're going to feed that thing that you're feeling right now, that energy that's pumping, like I got to get in, put me in, coach, and you saying, put me in, coach, and it's just like a boxing ring, and there's a veil between you and the opponent, and you saying, put me in, I want to fight him, and they remove that, and this is Mike Tyson, right? Don't run into Mike Tyson, y'all. Don't run up on Mike Tyson. Don't run up on Mike Tyson. So that's what FOMO is. And they're going to play on it because they know you got itching ears. They're going to tell you Shiba Inu is going to $1. They're going to tell you Bitcoin is going to $1 million in 6 months. And you're going to start believing it, and you're going to start FOMOing in, and there will be pullbacks, right? We just got to have this family talk. And then I'm going to be saying, I told you, the stove is hot. Don't touch it. It's hot. All right? Whoo! Let me get one more, man. We got to have these talks because I know how it gets. I know how it gets when it's running like this. I'm telling you guys, something ain't right with BlackRock. I'm just telling you. Larry, look at my comments 2 days ago. Can you address? Yes, I am going to be adding even more classes or more lessons to the crypto chapter. I will. To be honest with you, I'm going to add more on how to make money on the crypto miners. Some I'm waiting until after the spot ETF is over, because the reason why I'm doing that on purpose is I want to save people a lot of money because I know what'll happen, right? Let's see here. Yes, he does. Jesus loves everybody, and I love you. Let's sing the Barney song. I love you. I'm just tripping, y'all. Jesus is love. That is a fact. Yep. All right. What are your thoughts on crypto pullback yesterday? Jasmine. Y'all, listen, y'all. I'm gonna end by this. Don't become fans of these cryptos because they the coolest thing to talk about right now. What about Jasmine? I've been hearing about this. Or what about this coin? I've been hearing about this. What about that? I've been hearing about that. I think it's hot. Why do you think it's hot? I don't know. Everybody else is talking about it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Find out what it is, what the market cap is, what the circuits of the circulating supply is, and don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Y'all remember I came to y'all when they had that Shibarium and all of that crap. They came to me in 2021. I got these emails. They were offering me money to talk about it. And I came straight to you guys. And I said, they offering me money to talk about the Shibarium, and I will never do that. I'm never selling y'all out. They don't make that kind of money. I don't know it all, but I know enough to make money. That I do know, right? Hey, I'm going to leave it right there so we're not talking for an hour and a half. Hey, I love you guys. I just wanted to get on and talk about it. If you're just new to this live, go ahead and rewind this and watch it over again. And listen, let's not FOMO. Let's not have fear of missing out, right? This pump, that adrenaline you feeling right now, you see these numbers, I like I looked at my Coinbase account and I'm like, woo-wee, that's nice. That's the payoff for buying it when it was beat down and nobody wanted to touch it. It's simple, good people. I wait on 20-30% drops, then I buy on projects that I believe in, right? We're going to continue to make money. I'll see you guys later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.